The reality is, if dying was a skill, I'd be the world champion.
Three, two, one. Let the battle begin.
Not that I'd love for you to know that, or worse, for me to admit it. Thing is, every loss is a door slamming shut, and in the worlds I live in, there's always another door, and it's always locked. The key? Grit. The kind that makes you pick up the controller again or put your hand back on the mouse and keyboard to queue up one more time. That voice that refuses to let you end your night on a loss, even when you swore you were done. You've been there. We all have. I realized it's not about winning every time, it's about staying in the fight until winning itself has no choice but to look at you in the eyes and admit, eso es lo que pasa. That's what happens. The games we choose to play are not games you win by accident. Some will punish you for hours before they even let you feel like you're getting somewhere. And yet, I can't stop coming back. They've taught me patience and persistence in ways that have hardwired my real world reactions and follow throughs. The true diamond here is the real win doesn't happen on the scoreboard. The real win shapes your outlook, your philosophy, your relationships, your strategic thinking, even your professionalism. And in the constant pursuit of expertise and precision, I found something valuable: balance. Obsession and responsibility started dancing together in harmony. Aggression and compassion found a way to coexist. How? Because balance also means stepping back and realizing maybe, just maybe, you were wrong. You went too hard. You didn't see the signs. You didn't choose the right abilities. You didn't think the run through. You were just living your life. If you're wondering and maybe confused whether I'm talking about games or life, you're not. They're both one and the same, at least for me. And that's why this video exists. Roguelikes, like most competitive games, can help you understand why competition matters in life. And it's not to tell the world you're the best, it's to prove to yourself you can do it. That if someone else can, you can too, or at least try. That's when our longtime and forever friend barges in, always unannounced. Dr. Loss. Here's the thing about loss: in the endless state, it's not a setback, it's the whole point. You can lose for reasons that make sense, and reasons you'll never admit to anyone. And yes, both sting, but both matter. There's this moment. It's not when you lose, it's the half second before. You feel it slipping, your plan, your timing, your whole approach, and it's too late to stop it. That moment you read, GG boys, at the 5 minute mark, like it's written in the stars. However, the truth is, every loss is just showing you a blind spot. The decision you have to make is whether you look at it or look away. Sometimes it's not about being outplayed, it's about you being, well, you. At first you get mad, then you get quiet, but then you cue again. Somewhere in there, grit gets built without you even realizing it. Loss in these games feels personal until you realize it's just the same cycle you go through in life. Try, fail, adjust, repeat. Hell, there will even come a moment when you genuinely say, what's done is done. Eso es lo que pasa. Even when you went all in, because that's who you are, even if you argued with everyone on the team, and even considering reporting that new that was just laning when the objective was up. If you can face that sting here, over and over without letting it break you, your mind starts to make the connection in the real world. That boss delegating everything to you, that shift that you have to cover, how many more ticket orders you have to prepare, how many times you're going to have to explain that a JPEG is not a logo. That sting, I'm happy to tell you, it's only half the story. The other half, that moment right after you lose. You look at the clock, but there's nothing you can do. Here we go again. That's grit. It carves you out of wood. It makes you unbreakable. You realize that the only way to go is up because you will come back stronger. You will come back better. And you will have more fun. So you hit restart without even thinking. You tell yourself it's just one more run. But we both know that's a lie. What you're really chasing is the next chance to get it right. The beauty of a new run is that the slate is clean. Yesterday's mistakes can't follow you. And I get it. I've had nights where I've lost so badly it felt personal. And then I started the next run like nothing happened. Because in my head, nothing had happened. The loss was gone. However, the momentum you build after a loss is dangerous for your enemies because you're not just playing the game anymore, you're playing yourself. You're sharper, hyper aware, dangerous. It's the same in life. You can dwell or you can start the next run. And trust me, the quicker you start, the quicker you find the rhythm again. That's grit in its purest form. Not just taking the hit, but turning the hit into fuel. Loss doesn't slow you down, it accelerates you. And eventually, all those runs, all that fuel, pushes you to the point you've been chasing since the start, the breakthrough. And then it happens. That run, the one you've been chasing. You're locked in. Every decision feels right. Every move lands exactly where you want it. This is the run where the game stops testing you and starts letting you play. It's not luck, it's not magic. It's the thousands of invisible adjustments you made without even thinking. The little changes that came from every single loss before this one. And yeah, you could post the win, you could brag, but deep down, the scoreboard doesn't matter anymore because you know exactly what it took to get there. In games, in life, this moment feels the same. You fought, you adapted, you refused to stop. Now you're here. This is the payoff. But there is always one thing we will never stop pursuing, and that's the next win. And just like that, you're back at the bottom. Because grit doesn't retire after a win, it starts over. The breakthrough isn't the end of the story, it's proof that the grind works. And it's a reminder the next door is already waiting. This channel is just getting started, and I'm doing it to put some thoughts I care about into the world. If you're into it, hitting like or subscribe really encourages me to keep building. Thank you. Here's the thing about grit, it's not about winning, it's about who you become in the process. In these games, every run changes you just a little. You learn to see patterns, you learn patience, you learn when to push and when to let go. And if you've been paying attention, those lessons don't stay in the game. If you're still here, it's because you felt it too. That stubborn pull to keep going. That quiet voice that says, again. It's the same in the fight, the project, the dream you refuse to quit. So when the next door slams shut, when the next run falls apart, when you're staring at the screen wondering if it's worth it, remember, eso es lo que pasa. This is the endless state, and grit is how you play forever.
Well deserved, heroes. MVP.